Hey guys, what's up? It's JP here, and I'm finally back after a pretty long break here. I was in the hospital, and you know, I did have a bit of work to do. But yeah, we're gonna try and finish off this year with the last two sets here. Obviously, it's been way too long, but it is what it is. Here we go, Photon Hypernova. And then we'll end off with Cyberstorm Access, I believe, or is it the other way around? Yeah, that's right. So again, this is one of the sets that I wouldn't say I'm unfamiliar with. I have seen a few cards in here before. I have opened a box or two before. But yeah, pretty excited here. We're gonna try and get this out of the way as quickly as possible. We got the +1 pack once again here. Again, I'm pretty unkept. uh, that's just what happens when life gets away from you. But yeah, here we go. The very last set of the year, or the second last set of set rotation 11. Um, and yeah, we're gonna just dive straight into it here. There ain't too many cards here that I'm sure that I'm aware of that is at the very least of value here. Let me just quickly take a look here. Yeah, so nothing of particular value, but then again, that's how core sets tend to be, right? um, Obviously this is after the news of the so-called full art here. We got the insect manticore. So starting off nice and slow here. So this is after the news of the over the frame cards. So I've already made my, you know, already prepared to get those sets for you guys. So that we'll be opening up here. And here we go, starting out with a UR that's a Rise Heart himself. I think that's what it's called. Katura Rise Heart. That's the big boss monster. Thank goodness that's not a thing in the OCG anymore or in Master Duel, because that was way too frustrating to play against. But that's just how the card games work, right? Even if it's digital or not here, it's always gonna pressure, right? Planet. It's not the pressure planet, it's the other one. But yeah, that's how the sets work here. They release a new set, they gotta push it. So as broken as the cards are, they just leave it unbanned for a while. This is they have a playmat of this card. It's quite beautiful actually. But yeah, the meta now is pretty different. We are kind of going through a bit of a up and down with the meta. The OCG has started to ban Maxi, which is something that I've always felt should never have been done, just because it kind of gives the OCG a bit of a. Hold on, let me see if I can get the mic out of the way here so that it's not quite leaving so much of a shadow here. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Yeah, that's not gonna work, I think. Yeah, I'm not sure what has happened to my layout here, but it seems a little different than what it normally is. But I guess we have to make do then. So yeah, now the OCG and TCG are sort of merging together. There is still a single copy of Maxi that isn't banned, so it's not quite 100% the same, but it's getting there, which is really interesting to see. But yeah, again, I'm a bit inconsistent once again. Yeah, it's a bit hard to be consistent when you have to work, and that's our secret, unfortunately. So, not something of value here, but it looks like we're not gonna end the year with super high. But we still have one more set. We'll see where that goes. I do have the stamp set to open as well. That's sitting away here. I'll be opening about entire case of that. So we're looking at 24 boxes. And yeah, that would probably be the next video. Oh, that's the Tri Brigade Befes Befesalos Mark II armor. So those of you who have watched the what do you call it? The Chronicles, the Yu-Gi-Oh Chronicles. That it seems like they're done with branded, which is kind of surprising to me because there's still a bit more of the story to go. And these things have started with the Charmers, which I'm not sure what's up with that actually. This should probably fit. I would maybe they're just taking a break and they just want to tell something in between so that it doesn't get too boring. But you know, it was getting fairly interesting. You know, we were reaching. That's our first super. That's the Grenadier boss monster, right? Yeah, so it was getting pretty interesting with the story, and I'm not sure why they decided to pull the plug on that. Hopefully they'll continue with the rest of it. But you know, Charmers, sure, they're a popular archetype here in general. So it is what it is. We hope for more of that. Or the branded stuff here. That's the next super. That's actually the Sword Soul guy, right? That got corrupted and merged with that weird snake guy. You guys who don't know what I'm talking about, right? Some of you would know. Chaos Angel, that's probably the best monster to pull out here. So, yeah, can't be too upset with that here. Yeah, for some reason it seems really bright and kind of out of the norm, my setup today. Not sure if someone's tweaked it while I was away, or you know, maybe when I cleaned up the room, it kind of shifted around a bit. But the lighting does seem a little bit off here, and I think it's quite balancing the way it normally does, which is kind of weird. In case you're wondering what I'm reaching for back there, that's actually my keyboard. Yeah, not sure. It could be like a lighting setting as well. There were some updates that I have not tweaked yet, so but I still think you can see the cards fairly well. If not, then you know, I'll work on it the next set here. Oh, looks like we got the ulti right here, and this is the Regulus and what's it called? Sprint. It's the Regulus champion or something like that, right? It's the Therion's champion or something like that. So, oh, triple tactics trust. So that's probably the best card in the set. That isn't a foil. Definitely the most playable card here. I remember when this set first came out, everybody was just talking about like Castira stuff. And then you know, oh, next super got dinner branded. So pretty good here so far. We're almost getting one of everything here, so no duplicates, which is always nice. I don't think you can get duplicates, right, in the OCG sets. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah. Nope. The big difference is that you can actually open a pack with no supers, like no foil, which is kind of a bummer. But it's always been sort of how the OCG was. That's a performer pal or something. And then yeah, here we go. Alright, so we're nearing the end here. There's a few more packs to go. Again, for those who have watched the videos, thank you guys for watching here. I know the Bleach Brasso videos get quite a few more views than the Yugioh stuff, and that's understandable. Hopefully the stamp set and the over the frame stuff will pull in a few more views. I would like to even out those numbers a little bit here, try and be a little bit more consistent as well. But you see how 2026 has gone, will be. 2025 was particularly difficult for me, so perhaps not the best year to start, you know, recording here all my games and stuff. I bought so many and don't really have the time to play. That's the Pressure Planet again, right? Yeah, so mostly Castura stuff, which is basically what you know, the set was known for anyways. Let's see if we can pull a holo here. I don't think you can. I think, yeah, the next best thing we can pull is the holo here, because we're not gonna get prismatic, unfortunately. But yeah, down to the last 3 packs here. I'll try not to drag this on too long because I want to do the last set here before the end of the year. So I'll just record that right after this. Here we got Dogmatica, the big boss monster. You would think, like, you know, they made such an insanely powerful boss monster, like a ritual boss monster, and it still sees no play just because of how poor rituals, you know, perform here. So the last pack, guys, unfortunately looks like no prismatic for this set, but we still have one more box, and let's hope we can pull something out from there. uh, Vernalizer, we got Bestial, Druid's Worm, and just a rare. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video here. We are done. On to the second last set of the set 11, which is Cyberstorm XS. Yeah, so I'll see you in a bit, guys. Hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you guys next time. JP signing out.